Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to Mornings with Michelle. But it's not, is it? Because I'm not putting this up until after lunchtime on Monday. So technically it's just today with Michelle. But never mind, because life happens and it was really important that I jump on here today for two reasons. One, I've got something really important to tell you. And secondly, I want to start the week positively like we always do, and that means hanging out with you guys. Yes, it does. So let's go through the motions that we normally do. What am I drinking? Actually, I've got a few format changes. I've been looking at the format over the weekend and I just want to make a few changes. So we will run a new format today, and I think we'll probably stick to it if it goes well and you enjoy it. So let me know in the comments below if you enjoy this slightly tweaked format. I'm going to do it in order. So we will name each section so that you can say, hey, I really like that section, or yeah, not so much. Because as I always say, that we do things together, so we are creating Mornings with Michelle together, so I really want it to be something really positive for you each day. Okay, what am I drinking? Good point, I've run out of coffee. Coffee? I was drinking coffee and I was drinking my favorite creatine electrolyte vitamin C drink. So that was in here, but I've drunk it all, and this was in here, and coffee was in here, but it's gone. What am I wearing? Well, I'm in my typical Michelle uniform today. I've got on a V-neck, really warm winter top and my blue jeans and my UGG boots at the moment, but that will change to boots when I pop out. So I've got my uniform on, and it's funny, the more I explore style and the more I explore fashion, the more I feel comfortable with the way I have presented in my life. And this is me. This is so me, and I'm so comfortable in this. And I'm sort of coming back to the fact that, do I really need to change that much? Yes, I can wear lots of different clothes, but this is me. This is how I feel comfortable. This is how I've dressed my entire life. And in fact, my kids pretty much dress like me. My husband dresses like me. We all dress like this. Yes, and I have to say, I actually adore it. I love the way that I dress. It took me to really investigate style through the Kmart videos and the try-ons and the dancing and the changing rooms to really come back to the fact that yes, I now know a lot of other styles that suit me, but I also am really happy with who I am. So I think that's why auditing our life really works well, to sort of even to go full circle and go, no, you know what? I know who I am and I'm comfortable. So today, back in uniform. I think too, my uniform is like, oh, I don't know what to wear today. I've got other things to think about. And so I'll just put this on because I know it works and because I know it's me. So that's that. Okay, so the next section is Zesty Thoughts. And I think for a Monday morning, this is particularly good because it gives us something to think about and maybe share in the comments below, or start a discussion in the comments below about this. But the thought that I've had over the weekend, and I've been creating a decluttering series because so many have asked for a decluttering series. And as you know, I'm an organizer and a life and a health coach. So decluttering is a big part of my job. But because you guys are over 50, and because this channel is on purpose for over 50, I really did some extra research into decluttering over 50. And I was so frustrated by the end of this research that I did, because for some reason, I don't want to vent or anything, but for some reason, why are we giving women over 50 all the same advice? A lot of my work is in people's homes, and one thing I know for sure is I don't think I've ever come across two people that are the same at the same stage in life. And depending on what solution I give them, depends on who they are, what their goals are, and what the life is that they're living. And you know, there's so many factors. But as I was going through these decluttering videos, it was like the 6 things, it didn't matter whether it was 6 or 5 or 10 things, they were all the same things. For what I believe also at this stage in life, I don't feel that decluttering is the right first step. There's all these messages out there, and you know, some women should declutter, but decluttering is not the first decision. Women over 50 are at all different stages in life, and there's not one solution. So I've been really frustrated, not about the decluttering, but about the message around it. The documentation, the videos all say something similar. They say, get rid of your stuff, get rid of your stuff, your kids don't want it. Be a minimalist, it's going to free up your time so you can live your life. Own less. And then magically your next chapter will begin. Well, it's not like that. It's not like that. I've actually worked with women who are so convinced that they want to become minimalist and they get rid of all their things and it changes nothing. The questions that we should be asking over 50, and you can tell I'm really passionate about this, and this is what I do with my coaching. For some women, that decluttering is exactly the right thing to do. This is the right point in time to do that. But for others, everyone's situation is different. And those women that it could be right for right now could be those that are downsizing, those that are going into care, preparing for retirement living, and that just makes sense to the lifestyle that they want to move into. Supporting a health condition, that could be a good reason for decluttering right now. Or simply that you feel overwhelmed by every room you walk into. It's just too much stuff and it's like, I need to breathe. They are really good reasons to declutter now. But what about the women over 50 who are hearing all of this and going, do I need to declutter? But she's in her forever home. She's going to stay in that home. She's made the choice to stay in that home as long as she possibly can, surrounded by her treasures that bring so much joy. The woman that loves her collections, the woman that loves her crafting, the woman that loves her books, the woman who loves to bring her family and her grandchildren and her friends into her happily cluttered home with the happy memories and the gorgeous things. What about the women like myself who had to start over at 52 in a brand new business? What about, I'm not even thinking, I'm decluttering at the moment to create space and to get rid of things that I no longer need, but I'm focused first and foremost on my family and on my business. I'm not focused right now on everything else. I've done a life audit. That makes sense to me. I created a life audit for my clients that take you through each section of your life, not just your home environment, but audits all of your life so that you can see what stands out, what needs to change, what's so great, what you love, what you don't want anymore. Life audit is great. That's what I've done. But what about also the woman that's caring for her husband or caring for a partner or caring for a parent? Now's not the right time to be decluttering. Or the woman traveling around Australia, or the woman that has her grandkids or is caring for her grandkids so her children can go out to work. What about the woman that will never retire, can't afford to retire? What about the woman that has retired that really is trying to discover themselves in amongst a new identity? And really the clutter is not the first thing that she needs to discover. It is what matters to her now. Because a lot of people, there's a lot of pressure that somehow the answer lies on the other side of the clutter or the other side of the last chapter or removing the last chapter. And I say no. I say it's about understanding our individuality. It's about understanding where we're at, what we're doing after 50. What I'm doing looks completely different to someone else. Realizes things that are the same, which we are all in some way starting a new chapter. But I always say start with a life audit and start to understand where we're at and what we need and where we are going, and then look at what supports it. And decluttering is part of the second part. Decluttering is part of what supports that. Not do that hoping that the answer lies on the other side of that. And I think that is a mistake so often found in the messaging for women after 50. And that's what I'm passionate about, obviously. And I just wanted to share that today. Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments below. I'm pretty sure you agree with me that everyone is at a different stage after 50, but together we have similar needs. We have similar needs for community. We have similar needs to do things together, to support each other, to understand each other, and that we are all in some way at this age or the stage going into something new. And letting go of the past and letting go of who we were for anybody in this stage. It doesn't matter what our circumstances are, it's difficult. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there. I'm probably going to do a video on this because I'm really passionate about it. And I think it's something that women need permission to be in their own space. And I feel like there's so much messaging out there that it adds to the chaos. It doesn't help remove it. And I think that's what we should be doing. When I was health coaching full time for women over 50, so many women believed that once they lost the weight, that the answer would be there. And no, it's not there. And it's not at the end of the clutter. It's just not there. It's here. It's here. And I don't think you need to reinvent yourself. I think we all just need support so that we can take the time to have a look at our life, each area of it, and make some decisions about what we want in our next chapter. Okay, so that was a little bit longer than I thought. Yes, it was. All right, moving on to something a little bit more joyous. What are we doing? Okay, Zesty Share I wanted to, in this area, I want to do Zesty Share. I just want to share something that has happened, something that I've found, something that is exciting. And what would that be? Now, I just want to share these 2 sets of cards that Lulu sent me as a gift and how we're using them in Mornings with Michelle. But how much fun. I wanted to share these because these are giving my family, we are having so much fun with these. The boys come into me and say, oh, can I have my card for the day? And it's so funny. We shuffle them and then we pull a card out and they're like, oh, and we have fun reading into it, what it could possibly mean. So I have to say, my share is, if you like this sort of thing and you can find fun with this with your family, I do recommend them. These are the 2 sets of cards that Lulu got. The one that the boys particularly like is the Divine Directions. And yeah, so that's really fun. So I do recommend these. I don't know where she got them from, but I don't know if you can search for those. But they're a wonderful, wonderful fun thing just to bring positivity or positive thought into your day, or also your family. Okie dokie. Now, question of the day. Okay, so question of the day. Question of the day. Ow. Do you regularly pretend not to hear your partner or kids? No. No, I don't think so. No, I can't say that I've ever done that. Not heard my partner or my kids. I don't know. Is it something that you've done? I don't really know. I don't understand why I would. But anyway, my mum, yes, I always pretended I didn't hear my mum, especially when she was saying, no, that was a really bad idea, Michelle. I was like, oh yeah, la 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 la. To say, you need to take more time for yourself and you should be getting yourself a cleaner and blah, blah, blah. I used to go, yeah, la 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 la. I don't want to hear. So mum, yes, I would always pretend that I didn't hear, but I would do it in a joking way so that she knew that I was taking it on board, but I wasn't going to admit she was right. Okay, so that's question of the day. All right. Okay, card of the day. So we will take we will do one or the other. We won't do both anymore. We'll just do one or the other. So we're choosing your card. Oops, I'll do it this way because I can see them. Okay, I'm choosing a card for all of us. This is for our Monday, the Zesty Besties Monday. What do we need to know today? Skills. I've got skills, they're multiplying. Oh no, that was chills, wasn't it? Okay. Oh, it's time to learn some new skills, study a course, or start a new hobby. There we go. Someone was saying recently in the comments that they loved horticulture and they felt that had been a calling to them that they had missed in life. And I sort of said, why not now? Why not now? And yeah, because even like sometimes when we have a dream or we feel like we've missed the boat on something, it's because we're looking at it back in the capacity that we were looking at it back when we were wanting to do it. So it may be as a career or as in something like that. But if we still have a passion for it, there are other ways that we can still be involved with that thing in a different capacity. Do you know what I mean? So if it was horticulture, which this lady was interested in, and it was about learning, then maybe you can have a garden, a small garden, a pot plant garden. You can do it in a capacity depending on what your situation is. So you can still learn the skills and still have the passion, but it's not like I'm going to do it as a job, or I don't know, maybe it's not too late to do it as a job either. I don't know. Online, there's so many ways of reaching people and helping people if you have a skill or a passion. So yeah, I love that card today. Okay, my favorite find. Well, my favorite find, and I've talked about it before, is my vacuum cleaner, mop vacuum cleaner. I even forget what it's called. And I put it down in the description below because it has changed my world. Being able to vacuum and mop at the same time is brilliant. And just doing it daily keeps all my floors, because we've got Ellie and she's not shedding much at the moment. She was. When she was shedding a lot, I would whiz through with the Dyson quickly and get the big chunky bits. But then I just go through with my vacuum mop and it it makes me feel so good that the floors are mopped every day, but it's so easy. And there's something about this mop, like as I said, 4 of my clients had it and I had to get one for myself. But there's something about the way it sort of drives itself and the motion of it that you feel, it's so relaxing. I find myself so chilled with it, and I put some music on and it's just, it gives me time to think about my day while I walk away having my floors. It's so quick and easy. My floors are delicious and it just sets the tone of the day. So I don't know, that's just the find that I'm going to keep coming back to because I love it so much. I'll put it down in the description below. If it's not on sale, don't buy it unless it's around 200 to 250. If it's not 60, 50, 65% off, like don't get it, because just wait. Okay, so family update. I went to watch Tom play basketball on Saturday. Loved it. This is a photo of him during that game, doing a free throw for basketball. Had a lovely time with him on Saturday afternoon watching basketball. Such a great break for him from his study. Get out some, and yes, loved it. Love. Shout outs today go to Lulu. Lulu, I hope that you're feeling better. She was in hospital last week, so she's out now. Feeling better, Lulu. Sending all our love and squishy hugs for you. Also Linda. Linda is someone that's part of the channel, and she's just had a really hard weekend, and so and she reached out, so just sending you big hugs, Linda. I have responded to Linda, but just wanted to send her extra squishy hug and letting you know as a community that we're thinking of you. And Lisa, I just want to say hi to Lisa too. Shout out to Lisa. She always lets me know she's there across the week, so I want to let Lisa know that we're thinking of her always, and that yes, sending big squishy hugs for you this week as well. As you know, I have my private Facebook group. It's been almost a month. We're sort of not quite at a month yet, but the ladies there have been my foundation members and we have had a really great time. They have helped me be able to take the ideas I had for this sort of community and really try things with them and see what resonated, see what didn't, and come up with a real kick-ass plan for moving forward. And I thank each and every one of them for being the foundation member of that group. So what I've realized with the group is I really wanted to start the group because I really wanted that next level that we can't get here on YouTube. I wanted to really get that support level that made you feel that you had your besties with you, that you had like-minded women who wanted to achieve something right by your side. And I think that that's what we've achieved this month. We celebrate each other. We celebrate each other's goals. We're there to cheer each other on. And it doesn't always go to plan, but we're there for that as well. We're there to support someone. A lady recently one of her dogs was unwell. We're there to support each other, and I think now that's showed me exactly where this group can go. So what we will do moving forward is have themes that are relevant to after 50. I always put up things that come into my world. I might put up what I'm doing behind the scenes, but I also want to do theme months, and that's where Going Live will come in, and all around what we were talking about earlier today, all around life auditing, not one size fits all for after 50. So the theme around the first month is going to be life audit, then the next month will be health audit, then the next month will be home audit, friendship audit. So just us focused in on these topics very generally, so we can tune in personally to where we're at with those things, whether that's behind the scenes watching or participating, but also we will share all the usual friendship things as well, which is what makes the group so special. And I love it. I can't wait to check in with the girls, so it's really, really special. So I will share more about that as things progress, but yes, I'm so excited about what's happened within the group. I just wanted to share it with you. If you want to be part of it, the link is always down below, and yes, we look forward to welcoming you in. All right, so that's it for Monday. I hope you have a fantastic day. It's almost over, but I hope you have a beautiful day. I hope you have a really great week. Go ahead with those positive Monday vibes. We don't get the downers on Monday. We get the up and ready and woo up to hump day, and then wee into the weekend. Is that even a thing? I don't think that's a thing, but it can be a thing. All right, guys, have a beautiful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. See ya. Bye.